Recording in progress.
Good morning, guys. It's the 3rd of May. We're looking at the daily time frame on the US dollar index. As we all know, US dollar correlates directly with Euro US dollar and Pound US dollar. So we're going to start off by looking at the daily time frame. Looking at the daily time frame, we can see we're very bullish. So what we're going to be looking to do is find where a potential pullback could be and then correlate that to the Euro US dollar. Dropping down to the 4 hour, we can see that we have a demand zone. It wasn't well respected, however it was respected overall. We did find a move away from that area. We have a high here which we're looking to break past, and once we break past that high, we can start to look for pullbacks. Should we break below this low over here, that's when we need to re-review whether the market is still bearish or bullish. Now let's go into Euro US dollar. As we can tell, Euro US dollar is very bearish. Now I don't need to go back onto the daily because that was covered in yesterday's call. All I need to figure out now is a good place to look at. Now, should we break this low, we'll obviously be very bearish. But according to the daily chart, we are already very heavily bearish with these continuous breaks of structure. So I'm going to just mark up the chart now, if you guys bear with me. As we can see here on the 4 hour time frame, there is a bit of a break of structure of some sort. However, because it's against the trend, it would be known as a change of character. So let's drop down to 2 hour. Yeah, so what we can see is change of character over here. That could indicate 4 hour bullish momentum, as well as the fact that we have the liquidity that lies here. As we can see, the supply chain over here is clearly holding. However, we have not seen a clean break of this low just yet, so it could be a potential area for price to be fueled higher and could be building liquidity over here to be swept out, and that could demonstrate why we have such long wicks over here. Now, dropping down to my 15-minute time frame. Just going to clear the chart, and I'm going to mark up the chart, and then I'll go into explanations. So as we can see, supply is still in control. However, it could be just for the short run before we start to see more bullish price action. We can see that this demand over here was retested, causing the up move, which caused this area, which caused this demand to be retested, causing this up move. Now we're looking at this sort of area of demand. So we could be looking at potentially this area of demand. As you can see, we're reacting nicely from that. Or we could potentially be looking at something deeper in this wick. So let's drop down to the 5 minute. And then we'll drop down to 3 minute. I feel as though this zone, even when dropping down to the 1 minute, has been almost fully mitigated. However, I will refine this with a block. This could be a potential extreme entry, and this would be a nice entry opportunity. Now looking at this middle demand zone, this we can delete because we know it's been mitigated. This we can expand to this area, and we can see it's been tapped in there, but again tapped in there and moved off. So I can say that this demand zone has been mitigated. So now we have two areas to look at. Now looking on the 5 minute chart, we had this 15-minute order block formed of demand, and essentially I'm now looking for these highs over here to get taken out as liquidity. Now if we see some sort of move like that to take out liquidity, or even just above, you can then look to enter buys on the pullback for us to begin to move upwards. But we need to see those breaks of structure. If we go back to 15 minute, we can also see we have this wick here, which could actually act as supply and may go against us in this situation if we were looking for buys. So we'd need to see that supply get fully taken out. Personally, it's not clear who's in control right now, because we are between demand and supply. What I would say is watch your 15-minute time frame. See how we react from here. Do we have a change of character or do we have a rejection from the supply? If we do, then we would disregard this as demand for potential buys. We'd keep it marked up, however. We'd see how it reacts in this area. If it breaks through, we'd be looking to enter buys from this demand over there. And if not, if we break the supply and come back, we will be looking to enter off of somewhere around the fueling of that move up that broke structure. Now, that's pretty much sums up today's call. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. Thank you for watching.